been inspiring us with recipes from their travels. So, Jason, you're up next.
Yep.
You're making a chicken paprikash.
Paprikash, yes.
From Hungary, which you haven't been to yet.
I'm going next month.
But you're going to be going next
That's
month.
right.
So you're ahead of the game. You've done the research. You're going there to eat.
Well, and I know
this
this
is what
recipe.
you do.
What's really cool is I'm going to go and see how they do it over there. But I also know this recipe because the founder of Andrew Peller Limited, where I work, was Hungarian.
Right.
And so Diane Peller, who is part of the obviously Peller family, has made this recipes, and I've kind of picked her brain a little bit.
I love it.
Yeah.
Exciting.
But it starts with great, obviously, chicken, and I've done a whole chicken here. Nice. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of butter in there.
Yeah.
A little bit, a couple bit more.
Yep. And we're going to crank it. But what we're going to do is just actually put our chicken in. Actually, you can start putting it in. I've got the drumsticks, I've got the thighs, and these were really big, so I took the breasts and cut them in half a little bit. Okay. But all skin side down.
And we're just going on.
What's that?
A 10-piecer.
Yeah, it's like,
there you go.
But what's nice, big enough.
Well, this is it. And actually, that's a good tip. Is that in the recipe, what I usually do if I got a small pan is I'll start to brown these, and you can load it all up there.
All right.
But I would brown them. Whoops, running away.
Slippery.
And then once it's browned off, I would take it out and start making my sauce or my braising.
Yeah.
But when you've got a big pan like this, you can actually do it all at once, which is nice.
Yeah.
A little less cleanup.
Less dishes.
Yeah, for sure,
We
right?
like that.
So what we would normally do is let this sit for about 2 or 3 minutes, let the skin start to kind of brown a little bit. But as we know, with Magic of Television, we're going to move forward with that. But the idea is kind of brown it up. Once you've got that color, you add in your onions. And I just love a lot of onions on this, okay? So again, I don't know, everything was about onions today. Some fresh garlic in there.
There we go.
Nice.
And just a little bit, right? You know when you braise things though, big power of punch. You want lots of flavor in there.
Okay. Do the sweetness later on as it gets braised up, right?
Absolutely. So once you soften that down, it comes to why is it called paprikash?
Okay. A lot of it, huh?
Oh yeah. So we put the whole thing. No. But this is from Hungary. This is the sweet paprika. This is the stuff that has got that nice kind of aromatic kind of flavors to it. And we're going to put a little bit in there. So just kind of a little bit, like
One more, maybe.
Well, it's got some out. You gotta make it red, right?
Yeah, that's good.
So let's get it in there, right? So
Beautiful.
it's gonna cook in the sauce.
Yeah.
And then we got some peppers in there.
Nice.
Some tomatoes in there, and this is all gonna cook down into the sauce. And then I've got some chicken stock. So once you've got it all kind of browned down, then you would just put enough in here. Oh, that's a good chicken stock.
That's some gelatin there.
That's a good, right from the kitchen of my.
Your chef's been working very hard to impress you.
They did a great job, right?
Very good job.
Cover it just enough to cover the chicken, and then you would cover it off, and then just let that braise for 45 minutes, depending on the size of the bird.
Okay.
But then next steps are
Look at that.
to actually remove the chicken.
Yeah.
All right, because we got to make a sauce.
Okay.
So what we got now is this is exactly this, braised for about 45 minutes. Chicken's cooked perfectly, ready to go. Now we want to make the sauce. And this is what I love about this dish is the fact that we're using sour cream, but we're also using it as a thickening agent.
Okay.
So we've got sour cream, we've got flour, and we've got 35% cream.
Yeah.
So you're making kind of like what people would call a slurry, but not really, And I just, after getting me with the beignets, I figured we kind of mix it a little bit.
Never get away with anything.
But what you're doing is you're actually going to add a little bit of brightness with the sour cream in there.
Right.
The cream is going to turn this into a kind of a cafe au lait sauce, which is kind of like that stock/cream sauce. But then the flour is also going to start to thicken it. So we going in?
He's going in.
Let's
He's working really good.
I think up for you, Jay. I don't see lumps in your sauce.
Don't worry about it. Just get it in there. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And then what we do is whisk it right in. So I'll take the whisk off, yeah? Perfect.
Wonderful.
So look at that. Right away, instantly, it starts to kind of bring a sauce together.
Beautiful.
And you can cook this a little bit longer, just cook the flour out. But the idea is you get this beautiful paprika, cream, sour cream,
Jason
peppers.
knows he only has a minute left. That's why you're rushing it, right?
He's got it. Our simmer on there.
So let me tell you a story about.
He's got another minute.
You're going to talk to a man about buying a horse or something. Okay.
For you.
But so I would whisk this a little bit more and cook it a little bit more. But the idea is that this then goes right over top. Now, traditionally, it's served on spatzle.
Okay.
But again, I love the fact that the Pella family love to do it with a nice fat noodle, like a pappardelle or a tagliatelle.
Nice.
But look how flavorful that looks. It's just beautiful.